Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we are going to learn how to create a floating button using HTML and CSS. So you can see here, this is the floating button that we are going to create in this video. It's a responsive floating button. You can also see this. Okay. So it's a complete responsive floating button we are going to create in this video. So let's get started. So I have created one folder saying floating button. In that I have created one more folder saying image. In that I have added two images which are bouquet call PNG and hand emoji image that I am going to give you in the description of this video. You can download from there. You can add it in the image folder. Apart from that, I have created index.html which is empty right now. So we are going to start with our floating button code. Let's start. So let's create sample HTML. So I have created from the Visual Studio Code. Let's add the title floating button, and there is a one CSS file added which is main.css. Let's create main.css. Okay. So these are the two files that we are going to use it for our floating button. Let's open this live server so you can able to see simultaneously the changes that we are going to create. So first thing, we are going to create a div saying we have created a floating parent div. Let's add some CSS for that. Position is fixed, bottom 8%, right 18 pixel, text align center. The color will be color will be 00778B. So we are going to use this color across this floating button. So I have added floating button parent. In that I'm going to add one more div. Float right button. So I added right button. So let's add some CSS for that. Right button. So let's add the parent class below to that. Floating parent space right button. Let's add some width to it. We are going to fix the width as 60 pixel and height will be 60 pixel. Background will be image and then bouquet call JPG, and there will be a border, no border. There will be 50% border, and there will be background repeat, no repeat, and background color will be same color that we have used previously, 0078B, and the background size will be 24 pixel. So you can see here that how it is looking right now. So we are adding some more CSS to look better. Background position to center, let's make it to center, then float right, we will give some margin 0 auto, and we will give some, let's make the change the cursor of this cursor to pointer, then I will add some shadow for it. Same code that we have used previously. So we have done with the right hand side floating button. So we are going to add some message over here. For that we are going to create a span saying widget label. Okay, so in that we are going to say book a callback. After that we are going to add an image. In that we are going to use and emoji, and we are giving some class to that image tag. Let's close the image tag. We are done with the HTML thing, so let's write some CSS to the widget label and the emoji thing. Okay, so let's floating parent, let's write it. So position will be relative, right 10 pixel, top will be 10 pixel, white space white space no wrap, border 0 pixel, font size we will set as 18 pixel, cursor also pointer. Let's make the border radius as 16 pixel. Let's add some padding to that, 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 10 pixel, 20 pixel. Okay, let's add some shadow for that, box shadow. There will be a 0. Let's don't add the shadow. Let's add the background color as RGB 255. 255, 255. Okay, let's add display flex. Let's justify content space between, then align items to center. So we have added the float label, widget label, CSS. Let's add some CSS to the floating emojis as well. Floating parent dot emoji. Width will be going to 20 pixel, and margin we will going to give as 0, 10 pixel and 2 pixel, and user select will be none. Okay, so this is how it's looking. So it's showing like this. Let's add some back shadow also for this. Back shadow will be like RGB 0, 18, 46 divided by 24%, 0 pixel, pixel, 32 pixel, and 0 pixel. So we have added the back shadow as well. So you can see here we have created the floating button with a text. It's also a responsive floating button. Okay, so we have successfully completed our code. So you can see here these are the code that we have written for the floating button, and these are the HTML code we have written for the floating button. So we have done with the coding for the floating button. So it's a complete responsive floating button, you can see here. I hope you like this video, you find some value in this video. Please hit the like and share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting videos are coming soon on this channel. Thank you guys. Bye. See you in the next video.